Кейт! Кейт! Ты запер меня здесь как преступницу. Предупреждаю тебя, Кейт. Не отрекайся от меня. Не отрекайся от Джины Кэпвелл.
Джина, заткнись. Не смей даже упоминать имени Кэпвеллов. Ты не имеешь к нам никакого отношения.
Ах, вот как, Келли.
Я хочу спать.
Стража, переведите меня отсюда. Эта женщина угрожает мне.
Она не желает угомониться, мистер Тиммонс.
Я поговорю с миссис Кэпвелл наедине. Я уже прочитал за тебя все молитвы Джины. Не кричи, а то охрипнешь.
Хватит, Кейт. Выпусти меня. Я не могу находиться здесь.
Тебе надо поучиться у своей падчерицы. Она с очаровательной стойкостью готовится отбыть пожизненный срок в тюрьме.
Чтоб ты сдох, Тиммонс.
Разве можно так говорить с прокурором?
Поиграли и хватит, Кейт. Ты сумела упрятать меня в тюрьму, а теперь выпусти отсюда.
Ах, Джина, Джина, Джина. Ты не знаешь законов.
Я знаю, что ты окружной...
Okay, just suppose I say, all right, I'll help you, okay? I'll let you out of here tonight.
I promise you, I swear, it'll be a night neither one of us will ever forget.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I just no good, you know? I mean, what... People in here get the wrong idea. I mean, look at Kelly over there in that cell. Here she is, young, beautiful, vital. Who knows what she might offer to win my favor? It'd be a temptation I might find hard to resist.
It'd be harder for me to resist the electric chair. Keith, forget about her. I'm the one who's stuck her neck out for you. You know how much I've done for you. Doesn't that mean something? Isn't it worth anything?
You're right. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah. You got yourself into this. There's not a damn thing I can do to get you out of it.
Yes, you can. Keith, I got another idea. Keith! Keith, come back! Sorry you don't like it.
No, it's wonderful. I'm just not hungry. It was sweet of you to come straight home from the hospital and fix it for us.
It's Kelly, isn't it?
I'm going to put that behind us and dedicate the rest of the evening to the two of us. Didn't I say something wrong?
No. I just wanted this to be a real wedding night in every way.
You don't even think about that. Doctor's orders come first. What matters is that we're together. Want to play doctor?
Are you sure? You check upstairs?
Yes. Hayley's not here. Is there some kind of problem?
I don't know. I was supposed to meet her here at Johnny's, but some people said she left.
Well, there's no reason to start worrying. Look, it's not even very late now. Maybe she just met some friends of hers from school.
Yeah, maybe. But if she was, why would she leave without telling me?
Look, son, she was very upset with us, mainly me at the police station. Maybe she just took off to cool down a little bit. Huh?
Upset with you, Dad, but you would have told me. I'll talk to you later.
Dad, she's not there?
No.
All right, look, maybe she had car trouble.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go back home and see if she's stopped off somewhere.
Listen, you'll find her. You will.
Yeah, I hope so.
Keith, please. Gina, he's not coming back. He's not going to lift a finger to help you. What do you know about it? Nothing. You have any idea how pathetic you are? Shut up! Keith! 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 Look at yourself. Look at you. You tear an entire family apart and ruin our lives for months, and look at what you get. You know, Gina, you've had your hands on my father's money for a long time now. So what, does it feel like you thought it would? Does it make you happy? Does it? No, it doesn't make me happy. Because from the moment I married your father, everybody in your family did everything in their power to make me feel like dirt. Every single one of them. What did you expect? For months you've used that tape to prove that I'm innocent like a gun held to their heads. And look what it gets you. You are serving a long sentence in prison right now and pleading with a fool like Keith Timmons to help you out. What a life you've got, Gina. Oh, don't you worry about my life. Don't you waste any pity on me. You worry about yourself, because I'm going to have a great life. There's nothing they can do to me. I mean, your father can't make those embezzling charges stick. Computers make mistakes. I never signed anything. You worry about your own rosy future. And you know something, Kelly? You should know better than to get on my frazzled nerves. Got it? This Keith, he's special to you, isn't he? What? That slime mold? I know you're angry at him now, Gina. But I know there's been something between you two. Yes, so what? Anybody would look good after the way your father treated me. Now, I didn't want to tell you this. I haven't told anyone, but, while I was doing all that running around and trying to get back home, I've come to care for somebody. I've never met anyone like him before, Gina. I'm sure you remember caring for someone, don't you? And then being separated from them and realizing how much you miss them. Well, Gina, you have the power not only to help me get back to my family, but to let me find out what this person might mean to me. Is this where the violins come in? All right, go ahead. Go ahead and make fun, but I know deep down you recognize an honest human emotion. Maybe you even have a few yourself, huh? I'm the most emotional person I know. I'm just not a sucker. I know you must have been in love at one point in your life. Of course I've been in love. What do you think I am? Subhuman? Puppies and parakeets fall in love. I just think it's a little overrated experience, that's all. That's a good lesson for you to learn. No, thank you. I don't want to become that jaded. Fine. You'll discover it. On your own. The hard way, just like I did. Sure, it's great to fall in love. In the beginning. They like you. They treat you really nice. And then when they figure out that you love them, it all becomes a contest. To see how much you can take. To see how vicious they can be. How long you can stand being compared to someone who's more glamorous and more virtuous, like Victoria Lane. Are you talking about Mason? You find out for yourself. You meet somebody, you give your heart to them, and what are you going to get as a reward? They're going to kick you in the teeth. That's what love boils down to. Believe me, you're better off here.
You did that?
Yes, I did. I cut up all my dresses and made clothes for my doll. My poor mother. I don't know how she survived it. Well, you must have been a holy terror as a child.
No. On the contrary, I was a model child. I modeled myself after one of the children in Village of the Damned.
Things were pretty different growing up in the Capitol household.
That's like saying the hydrogen bomb is a little noisy.
CC was tough on you?
Dear old Dad expected perfection in all things. As long as you were perfect, then he loved you for it. But perfection is a fleeting thing with a child, and so was my father's love for me.
What about your mother?
My real mother? I loved her.
How old were you when she and your father separated?
Around 5. You know, nothing ever seems quite so tragic as when it happens to you when you're 5. I tried to talk to my father about it, but I wasn't as articulate in those days. Wasn't his favorite subject, anyway. I was afraid to ask my mother for fear of making her cry. I hadn't yet lost my optimism, though, so I thought one day everything would get back to normal. Before that day came, my mother left.
Why didn't you live with your mother?
I don't know. I often wondered that myself. I know I wanted to. The better part of me likes to believe that she figured I'd be better off being raised as a Capwell. My cynical side figures my father probably made her an offer she couldn't refuse in order to retain custody. Truth probably lies somewhere in between. But truth can be an elusive concept for a 5-year-old crying in the driveway, watching his mother pull away for the last time.
She must have been very proud of the way that you turned out. Do you speak with her often?
Actually, I haven't heard from her in well over a year. I don't know where she is or what she's doing, or even if she's still alive.
Oh, Mason, I'm sorry. That's awful.
She used to call me every year on my birthday, and she'd write letters. She lived all over Europe. Eventually, the letters and the calls stopped.
But I would never have brought this up if I knew it was so painful for you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
No.
I would have brought her up myself anyway. When I gave you this.
What is it?
My mother gave it to me years ago to give to my wife.
Oh, Mason, this is beautiful.
There's an inscription on the back.
To Pamela, my eternal love, C.C. It's very sad.
Yeah. Seeing it reminds me of some of the happy memories of my mother. To Victoria.
I'm closing up, Miss Wainwright. So there it is. Brick and Johnny were looking all over for that.
What happened?
Nothing. It's no big deal.
Nothing. You're a wreck.
Yeah, well, I tripped over a curb on Anacapa Street. Someone must have broken the street lamp.
You better do something about that cut.
It's fine. Listen, the place is closed. Are you waiting for somebody here?
Right. Yeah.
Listen, if you need anyone to talk to tonight.
Yeah, I'll only want us to be left alone.
Someone there? Oh, my God. Hayley?
I'm going to get you out of here, sweetheart. I've already talked to the Attorney General's office about the specific circumstances of your case. They're going to review it again. Now, it may take a couple of days, honey, but I promise
Daddy,
you
I'm all right.
I know. I can't tell you how much I hate seeing you in here. If I had the power to get you out tonight, I would.
I know you would.
So sorry this happened to you.
Yes, of course.
Cord?
I hope you rot in here.
It's open. Well, what do you know? The crown princess of Montecito descended from her throne to mix with the common folk.
I didn't realize that the district attorney would be so hard at work this late.
Well, no, I was about to knock it off. You can come over to my place and have a drink. You are alone, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I'm alone.
If you came here because you were lonely, I can take care of that.
I came here for you to answer just one question for me.
4 times every night, 3 on work nights.
Why? Just tell me why you have such a vendetta against my family.
Well, you know, it's not a vendetta exactly. It's, you see, Sophia, you don't mind if I call you Sophia, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see, Soph, the poor of the world, you probably can't grasp the concept of the poor, but they're becoming more and more prevalent because of people like you and your husband.
Would you get to the point?
The point is, Soph, is that the poor of the world are very sick of seeing the rich of the world get their way. So, the Capwells, for instance, I mean, they're very rich, and they can buy their way out of just about anything, which disgusts the rest of us. Especially when they buy their way out of murder.
Don't you stand there and lecture to me on the injustices of the rich when you know very well that my daughter is guilty of nothing.
Well, the tape, you're talking about the tape. Well, you know, unfortunately, I haven't seen the tape. I don't know where it is.
Gina has it, and you know she has it.
I think this tape is just a figment of the Capwell imagination. Until it's found, I'm going to make sure that your daughter's trial is spread all over the papers and the newscasts.
You're going to be drummed right out of this office, you know that.
Oh, no. Au contraire. These are all from very respectable and law-abiding citizens of Santa Barbara, congratulating me on the apprehension of the wealthy brat murderer, Capwell killer, the rich brat.
Okay, all right, I get it now. I got it. You could actually be so ruthless to use an innocent girl like Kelly to advance your own career. And at the same time, you're telling yourself you're leading this imaginary crusade for the benefit of the poor of the world. Oh, boy. You know what? You are really a piece of work. Now, tell me something else. Why do you think this throng that you think you represent is going to like a swindler any more than they do a millionaire?
When it comes to ruthlessness and ambition, I cannot hold a candle to your husband. Maybe this is a type you like. Come to my place. I'll show you how ambitious I can be.
Hey, Keith, I think you have your Capwell women mixed up. Gina's the one that likes cheap imitations.
You're tempted, aren't you? You'd like to know what makes me tick.
Listen, I've always had a great respect for the animal kingdom. But I've never had the need to study a swine.
You're calling me...
You are unscrupulous, and you are unprincipled, and you are morally corrupt. You are a pig. Now, I knew how much you wanted me to do that. And I didn't dare want to disappoint you.
Now, that's class.
It's okay, Hayley. It's Gina. It's okay. You're all right. Oh, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. He hurt you, didn't he? Hayley, honey. Did he rape you? It's okay. It's okay. All right. I'm going to take you to the emergency room, all right? No. Honey, you're hurt. You're hurt, and you need to see a doctor. Come on. Come on. Get up. Oh, it's all right. It's okay. When we get there, I'm going to call Ted. No. Okay. Please. All right. Okay. Promise. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, okay? It's all right. Hey, baby. All right, come on. Come on, you're okay. You're all right. Come on.
Are you sure Jeffrey's doctor told you everything?
Sweetheart, he's going to be fine. Your mother even spent some time with him. He even asked about you.
Listen, Daddy, he earned every cent of that bonus you promised him. Now, I know he didn't give me to the front door, but he got me halfway around the world. Now, I want you to know it wasn't his fault that we were caught.
Honey, promised him what bonus?
For helping me.
Baby, I'd give him anything he wants. I don't remember promising him a bonus. I mean, I couldn't because he left before anybody knew he was gone.
You didn't offer him money at all? Oh, Jeffrey said something.
Sweetheart, whatever Jeffrey wants from the Capwells is what he'll get. He will. Is that all-inclusive enough? Now, you go get some rest, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Daddy. Good night.
Good night, baby. Well, how's it going in here, Gina? Better get used to this one, because it's not going to be so posh where you're going to go for 10 years.
That'll never happen.
Oh, it's going to happen. You know something else? I don't think you're really the kind of person that can take it in jail. Your kind of personality kind of grates against people. But then again, you'll make some new friends, and they'll teach you all kinds of new things. They'll open you up wide, and they will show you some broad new vistas. And then you'll come out of there after 10 years, a pale, pitiful, fat old lady.
I won't be fat.
You haven't seen prison food. You're going to be in hell, Gina. You don't have to be, though. All you have to do is give me the tape.
Oh, no. You blew it, Cece. No, you're never going to get the tape from me, not after what you've done. All you had to do was wait one more month. But no.
No, you're right. You're right, Gina. You never would give me the tape whether we were married 5 months or 5 years. You've never been able to keep a promise in your life, have you? Well, I'll get it. I'll get it. After you spend a few months with your newfound friends, you'll come begging for a deal for that tape of Kelly. You'll come begging to me, and you will be on your knees to me.
The doctor will be with you in just a few minutes. He's next door with a patient. Can you sit up, honey? Come on.
Miss Wainwright. Yes. Hi, Sharon Knowles. I got here as quickly as I could. Thank you. Hayley is right inside. All right. Hayley, hello. I'm Sharon Knowles. I'm a counselor from the Rape Crisis Center, and I've come here to help you in any way I can. She was like that when I found her. Hayley, is there anybody else we can call for you?
No, don't call. Don't call Ted.
Who's Ted? And Ted is her husband. Have the police been contacted yet?
I don't want to talk to the police.
Hayley, now listen to me. You can't let this animal get away with what he's just done to you.
I won't talk to the police.
It's all right, Hayley. It's all right. Of course you don't have to talk to the police right now if you don't want to.
I want to go home.
I know. Now listen, the hospital staff is going to do everything they can to make this as painless as possible. If there's anything you want, all you have to do is ask. And please, don't be afraid to ask questions. You have a right to know exactly what is happening.
Now, Hayley, this is a consent form, which allows the doctor and the nurses to preserve the evidence from your examination and to take pictures of your injuries in case you do decide to contact the police and press charges.
No.
Hayley, listen to me. Honey, I know what you've gone through is horrible, and I know that you just want it to be over with and you don't want to think about it. But whoever hurt you may have hurt somebody else.
Julia, I don't want to talk to the police.
If you sign this agreement and allow them to take the evidence, it doesn't mean that you have to talk to the police. It just gives you the option if you want to do that later. Because if you don't, you won't be able to. Now, please, Hayley, look at me. I wouldn't ask you to do this unless I was absolutely certain that it was the right thing to do.
I'm not talking to police.
That's all right, that's all right. But at least you know where the evidence is now, and it'll be kept in strict confidence in case it's ever needed. Now, Dr. Moore is going to be examining you. And at first he's going to ask you a couple of questions, and then he's going to do the physical. He'll be as gentle as possible, but parts of the exam are painful. And afterwards, he's going to give you some medication to prevent venereal disease and unwanted pregnancy. But before Dr. Moore sees you, it's important that I ask you about the attack. Hayley, I know that this is very painful for you, but I need to know specifically what kind of sexual attack you suffered. I know this is very uncomfortable, and I have some drawings here that I think will make it a little easier, and if you could just point to a drawing. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to stay here with you during the exam. And if you want Ms. Wainwright to stay here, that's possible, too.
No, it's all right.
All right, honey, I'm going to be right outside, okay? All right. It's okay. It's all right.
Hayley. Hi, I'm Dr. Moore. I'm terribly sorry you had to go through something like this. I know that Sharon has explained everything to you, but if you have any questions about anything we do as we go through this, you ask them, all right? And there are a few questions I have to ask you before we begin. Are you married?
Hello?
Hello, Victoria. It's Julia Wainwright.
Yes, Julia.
There's an emergency, and I really need to speak with Mason.
Oh, Mason, okay. Emergency?
What is it, Julia?
I have some bad news for you, Mason. Hayley was attacked somewhere near the pier tonight. She was raped.
Oh, my God, no. Is she all right?
I'm at the emergency room with her right now. I think physically that she's going to be all right, but she's very shaken up. I called Sophia, but she wasn't home, and I didn't know who else to call.
Is Ted with her?
No, she absolutely doesn't want to see Ted. But I thought that she needed somebody from her family.
Where are you? I'm on my way.
We will use this blood to prove that you didn't have any drugs or alcohol prior to the attack.
I already told you I didn't.
But Hayley, if you were to decide to press charges, the fact that we have evidence to support that will be very important.
I just want to go home.
Hayley?
Hayley, I'm going to be just as gentle as I can, but this will be the most painful part of the exam.
Mom, have you seen Hayley?
No, honey, what's wrong?
Damn, I don't know. She should have been here by now. I can't find her.
Well, if there's anything wrong, I'm sure she'd call you.
Well, she should have been here.
Hayley, you are a very brave young woman. Now, I want you to remember, we need you back here in 2 weeks to run more tests. Take care.
How you doing, Hayley?
Oh, I'm fine. You must look terrific.
You
huh?
look fine, Hayley.
What did they do with my clothes?
They'll put that away with the other evidence.
I forgot. Can I leave now?
Hayley, you've been through a very real trauma tonight. And I know you'd like to put it out of your mind, but it's real important that you try to deal with it.
Look, I just want to go home.
I understand that. But I need you to try to tell me everything you remember about the attack.
Do I have to say it now?
I wish you would. Later on, you may not be able to remember the same things you do now. Hayley, please try. It's very important.
I was walking along the pier by myself, and, well, I thought I heard some footsteps behind me, and I stopped, and I couldn't hear anything. I thought I was scaring myself. But he came up behind me and threw something over my head.
A pillowcase. I gave it to the nurse with the rest of her clothes.
He grabbed my hands and he forced me down. He was very strong. You know, I tried to fight him off. But he hurt me. He hurt me real bad.
Hayley, do you remember what direction he came from?
No. I don't remember. I can't remember anything.
It's all right. That's perfectly normal. Your mind is just trying to protect you from the pain of the memory.
Why did he do this to me?
Hayley, do you know who raped you?
Place is closed.
Greg, it's me, Dad. I need to talk to you. Look, I need to ask you about Hayley, man.
Look, Hayley's not here, man.
I know she's not. She was supposed to meet me here, and Melanie said she left.
Well, like, I don't know. She's here some hours ago. I don't know what.
Look, I went home. She's not there. I found her car around back, but I cannot find her.
Well, listen, I don't know. She didn't say anything. I didn't ask. I don't know.
She was supposed... Did you see anybody with her? Any friends, maybe?
No. She... Look, I don't know where she is.
She didn't say where she was going. Nothing like that.
No, she didn't say anything like that at all. All right. Wait a minute. There was some guy that was hassling her or dancing
what guy?
with her. I don't know. He was like tall, blonde. He was pretty drunk.
Rick, she is out there alone somewhere.
Good luck finding her.
Many times, the man is not a stranger. Do you know who he was?
Who would do this to me? No. No, I didn't know who he was.
Okay. Is there anything else you can remember?
I remember him ripping my clothes, okay? And it was very loud.
All right. I'm really sorry to have you go through this again.
Well, maybe there was something I could have done to stop him.
Hayley, there's nothing you could have done. Honey, don't think like that.
I tried to fight him off. I really did. But I was afraid he was going to do more than hurt me.
Well, then there's nothing more you could have done. He might have killed you. Hayley, you did the right thing, so don't blame yourself for this. Do you understand that? Okay. Now, are you ready to call your husband?
No. I don't want him ever to know.
Why?
Because I can't tell him.
Hayley, how long have you two been married?
5 months. Our marriage is going so great. I mean, we were really working hard, and now this.
Hayley, you don't want this to destroy your life. You don't want it to destroy your marriage either.
I don't know how he's going to feel. I mean, I feel so dirty.
Haley, I don't know your husband, but I'm sure he loves you very much. And I know certainly he's going to be very upset and shocked by what's happened to you.
Understand.
Well, he might not at first, but later on he will, and I'll be glad to talk to him. Haley, right now, I don't think you fully understand what you've been through tonight. And both you and your husband are going to have to make some major adjustments. Haley, Ted loves you. He does, and you're going to be able to work this out. And I want you and Ted to call me anytime and come into the crisis center and see me in person. Okay? Now listen, Haley, as time goes on, you're probably going to begin to remember bits and pieces of the attack. And when that happens, I want you to call me right away. Now listen, even if you want somebody just to listen to you, especially then, call me, all right? Okay. Now, I'm going to call you tomorrow to see how you're doing. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're gonna be all right. You are. Good night.
I'm gonna be all right. Yeah. I need it right.
You all right, Hayley?
She's been through hell.
How did you know I was here?
Hayley, I called Mason.
Did you call Ted?
No.
You promised me
I
you wouldn't.
promised. I didn't call Ted.
Is that okay what Sharon says? I'm not going to tell him, Julia.
Hayley, you have to. He's your husband.
No.
How else can he help you if he doesn't know?
I don't want help. I want to forget. I want everyone to forget, okay?
Hayley.
No, look, he wasn't there. He might think it was my fault.
Hayley, you underestimate him. I know how much he loves you. He's going to want to help you through this.
Look, it's over. Why do we have to keep discussing this?
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, Mason and I are going to take him home now.
I can't.
Of course you can, Hayley. You need to be around people who care about you.
Please don't make me go there now.
Hayley, we're going to take care of you.
Hayley.
Who's that?
Oh, Jake, have you seen Hayley?
Yeah?
Have you seen Hayley?
Maybe earlier. I don't know.
Oh, you drunk out of your mind, man. Sober up. You gotta tell me.
I'm just fine.
Where
right?
is she? I gotta know, Jake.
I don't know. Will you stop it?
You're not driving, are you? Huh?
Oh, don't worry. I don't have any keys. I don't have anything. But it doesn't bother me anymore because you don't have anything either. We're just equal in the eyes of the fog.
Can you see that my son Brandon gets this?
Listen, Your Highness, I'm no carrier pigeon.
Surely I can get a message to my own son.
Don't do things like this.
Wait a minute. Do you have children?
Yes.
Well, if you were to get arrested, wouldn't you want them to know? Wouldn't you want to try to make them understand?
Look, Mrs. Capwell, I'm sorry.
You saw how my husband treats me. Brandon's the only person in the world that cares if I live or if I die. Give this to him. He's going to go out of his mind with worry. He's just a little boy.
All right. I'll take it to him. I'll take the pen, too. You know the rule about sharp objects.
I can't tell you how much this means to me. You really do like Brandon, don't you? Is that just too unbelievable to be believed?
It was only a question, Gina.
Of course I love him. He's my little boy. I'd do anything in the world for him.
I told her no, sir, but you know how insistent she can be.
Very well.
She said it was to her little boy.
You did exactly the right thing. I'll take care of it.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Bob.
Good night, Mr. T.
My darling Brandon, it's time for you to get our secret treasure out of its hiding place. Remember our promise not to tell anyone about it or let anyone else see it. This is our secret and only ours. I love you, baby. I'll be with you soon. Love, Mommy.
Our secret treasure. Our secret's not a secret anymore.
I'm going to leave you here, okay?
Thank you, Julia. If it wasn't for you.
Oh, sweetie, you're going to be fine. Oh. Oh, honey. Okay? You're all right.
Thank you.
Hayley. Oh, I've been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been? Huh?
Hayley, we've all been worried. I'm sorry.
There's something wrong?
Can I talk to Ted alone, please?
Certainly, sure.
Hey, where'd you get this, what you're wearing here? What's wrong? Huh? Oh, my God, what happened to you?
I'm sorry. I was so afraid, Ted. I was afraid I was never going to see you again. It wasn't my fault. I don't know why he picked me.
God, you were mugged, huh? You were raped? Oh, my...
Today, on a special two-part Magnum, see how it all began when a fun-loving detective becomes a target for killers as he tracks the cold-blooded murderers of his best friend. Magnum, today at 4 on Channel 2.